One of the reasons I left the Soviet Union is that I cherish freedom of debate. And my book, it's a history of Jewish opposition to the Zionist idea, which I think is a perfectly legitimate subject. For some people, it is not. And I'm surprised because this happens in the midst of free societies. On every issue, we have freedom. On this issue, Soviet-type behavior takes over.
Since the publication of his book, Rabkin has received death threats. Academics at other universities have refused to debate him, and old friends have stopped speaking to him. He has been barred from many synagogues in Montreal and has been denounced from the pulpit as an enemy of the Jewish people.
I think it has to do with the success of Zionism. Zionism has succeeded in creating a new identity for many Jews. They are Jews because they support the state of Israel, right or wrong. For these people who hold to their Judaism only by means of the state of Israel, of course the subject should not even be discussed because it questions whether in fact they're doing something Jewish. And that's why when someone questions it, like the protagonists of my book, that provokes remarkable hostility.
I'm here today to defend Judaism and to oppose the Zionist state. The Jewish religion does not include a forced retaking of the land of Israel, the dispersion of the native population, the oppression of the native population, the flouting of international law. The Jewish religion is against all of those things. And the Zionist state is for all of those things, so I cannot be on the other side of the street.
Our prayer is one for the speedy and peaceful dismantlement of this rebellion against God, the state of Israel, that is the root cause of all the bloodshed and suffering.
الحمد لله لا اله الا الله لا اله الا الله احنا مؤمنين بالله الحمد لله احنا مؤمنين باللي
My grandmother died in Auschwitz. A lot of members of my family died. 24 people died so far we found. But they were not killed by the Palestinians. And it just seems to me so heartbreaking that Jews, who are supposed to have a value of justice, are doing this and acting in this cruel manner towards other people.
Not all Jews are Israel right or wrong. That there are Jews who want peace and justice with the Palestinians. And, we don't think of us as a monolithic voice. Don't be afraid to criticize Israel. Like, we're Jewish Canadians. We criticize Canada too. We're not disloyal to Canada. It's patriotic to have a voice for peace and justice. And to be in solidarity with Palestinians is not denying my religion as a Jew.
Zionism emerged as a revolutionary movement. Of course, when you foment a revolution, you provoke opposition. And one source of opposition was a religious source. And I don't mean Orthodox. I mean both Reform and Orthodox and others for whom to be a Jew is a religious concept. It's not an ethnic, it's not a racial, and it's not a national concept. Jew is a person who somehow relates to Torah and to commandments. For Reform Jews and Orthodox Jews, interpretations of Judaism are vastly different. Yet both rejected Zionism because for them there was no religion in Jewish essence and Jewish identity. My Jewish education came pretty late in my life. I was about 32, 33 here in Montreal when I started getting interested in what it means to be a Jew. So I started reading books, and I realized that what characterized the Jew throughout history was a certain relationship with the Torah. So I started reading up, and what I came up with was appreciation of the moral values and the solidity of Jewish ethics. The tremendous moral tradition of Judaism has been largely obliterated by those TV images of Israeli tanks in Ramallah and so on. And again, I'm not saying that tanks should or should not be in Ramallah. What I am saying is that it has very little to do with Judaism.